This is Exploring Ohio Canals, a literature-based history curriculum that uses games, music, maps, and more to teach your students about Ohio history. And it does all this while meeting Ohio learning standards for grades 2, 3, and 4. Hi, I'm Sarah Harper, author of Exploring Ohio Canals, the first book in the Have Books Will Travel series. And I'm here to show you how you can use this program in your classroom to enrich your students' education today. I have been very fortunate to be able to share my program with a curriculum director, as well as several teachers, and I've received lots of great feedback and reviews. They did ask me if I could share how to use the program in a traditional classroom, and that's why I'm here today. So let's take a look at this program. Exploring Ohio Canals is divided up into 3 sections: Discover, Experience, and Explore. The Discover section gives a concise history of Ohio canals in a fun question and answer format. You can choose to read this section aloud in your classroom or assign it for individual reading before you complete the next section. Or you can read a page or 2 every week as you complete the Experience section. The Experience section is the literature-based cross-curriculum part of the program. As the teacher, you will read this book, Silver Ribbon Skinny, to your class. This is a fun book about a 12-year-old boy and his family as they live and work on the Ohio and Erie Canal. It's a wonderful story, and it was reading this book that made the world of canals come to life for me. Every chapter that you read in Silver Ribbon Skinny is expanded upon in Exploring Ohio Canals. In it, you will find fun games, character development studies, and comprehension questions for each chapter. You will select how much to complete in each section based on the time that you have available to you and your students, as well as your students' learning needs. Reading guides and lesson suggestions are included in this Experience section. Feel free to use them as they're written or adapt them however you need to. You can spend 1 to 8 weeks completing the program, but I would highly recommend taking at least 2 to 3 weeks to complete it. Now there is a fun maps activity, and there's the maps activity, as well as original canal music, which I was super excited to be able to include thanks to the Ohio History Connection. Now if you don't play an instrument, you can access the music on my website under the Resources tab. Now my very favorite part of this program comes next, the field trip information. Now don't worry if you're unable to travel, Exploring Ohio Canals is still lots of fun without the travel portion. But if you are able, I would highly recommend taking your students on at least one canal trip. If you want your students to visit the locations mentioned in Silver Ribbon Skinny, then you have to go to Cuyahoga Valley National Park, located between Cleveland and Akron. There you can see where Skinny hits the aqueduct with this canal boat. You get to walk down the towpath trail that Skinny walks down throughout the whole book. The Walking in Skinny's Steps section of Exploring Ohio Canals gives you all the information that you need to visit these locations, including where to park and how to find each spot. Itineraries are also included, but most of them are full-day trips. So if you decide to take your students, then you'll need to adjust them a bit to meet your time frame. Another great option is to take your students on a canal boat ride. Now there are several places around Ohio that offer canal boat rides, and I know that most, if not all of them, are able to accommodate school groups. All of the canal boat ride locations are mentioned in the Experience section of this book. The Explore section is the final section of this book, and it gives lots of information about Cuyahoga Valley National Park, facts about the visitor center and museum, non-canal activities, great area restaurants, and more. Now, if you're unable to visit Cuyahoga Valley, for whatever reason, there are still many fun canal parks around Ohio, and I have many of them listed for you in the Regional Canals Location section. Addresses and websites have been included whenever possible to make your field trip planning easier. For more information on how this program meets Ohio learning standards, to read reviews from fellow educators, and to see full flip-through videos of the books in the Have Books Will Travel series, check out my website at havebooks-willtravel.com. Thank you so much for all that you do to invest in the lives of our students throughout the state of Ohio. I am very grateful that you are considering Exploring Ohio Canals as a resource for your students, and I'm available to help you however I can. Simply comment below this video or email me at bookstravelseries@gmail.com if you have any questions or need any further information. Thank you for your time and have a blessed day.